This is Blitz by Trivial Warfare.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Season 11 finale of Trivial Warfare Blitz. We finally made it after almost nearly a year since the season started. The finale is nigh. My name is Nick Groves, and I come to you from the nation's capital here in Washington, D.C. And today, we have three amazing contestants who you all already know and love, and they are going to engage in a contest of the mind. We will run this contest for as long as it takes for one of them to prove they know more than the other two. So let's meet our contestants once again. First up from Silver Spring, Maryland, we have Chuck Yu. Chuck, 5 words about yourself.
How did I get here?
That's 5. I see Will counting on his fingers. How did I get here? That's 5. No, Will's counting his own words, and I'm distracting him by counting out loud. 3, 7, 11, 42. Next up, we have Will Gilbert from St. Louis, Missouri. Will, 5 words about you.
It's been a long year.
It has been a long year. It's only March, but I assume you're referring to the year since season 11 started.
That's correct.
Yeah, but we're here. We're done. It's going to be a nice, clean end of the season. It is a good stopping point instead of the middle. And the most important piece of us getting to the finale of season 11 is that I can look at my phone and see the end of a season instead of the middle of the season and not drive myself insane with it. Finally, we have Rowan Ward from Chicago, Illinois. Rowan, give me 5 words about yourself.
Problem between chair and keyboard.
Yeah, 100% of the time. Not your chair and keyboard, but definitely my chair.
Oh, definitely my chair and keyboard.
All right, well, it's great to have you all here. Here is how the game will work. I'll ask each one of the players a question. If they get it correct, they stay in the game. But if they miss one, they're still in the game. But once they miss 2, they are eliminated. We can proceed in this fashion for as long as it takes to crown a winner. And the winner of this game will be the winner of Season 11 of Trivial Warfare Blitz. Chuck, you're going to be our leadoff player. Here is your first question. Chuck, who wrote the novel Oliver Twist and Great Expectations?
Dickens.
Correct. Will, in Greek mythology, what did Icarus fly too close to?
The sun.
That is correct. Rowan, on which continent is the country of Rwanda?
Africa.
That is correct. Chuck, according to the proverb, what should people in glass houses not do?
Throw stones.
That is correct. Will, what has been removed from a deplumed bird?
The feathers.
Correct. Rowan, who won an Academy Award for acting in the movie Jerry Maguire?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
That is correct. Chuck, which cartoon series has the spin-off series, The Pebbles and Bam Bam Show?
The Flintstones?
That is correct. Will, in the movie Field of Dreams, in which city does Kevin Costner's character meet James Earl Jones's character?
Oh, God. Des Moines.
Des Moines is not correct. If you remember, he drives all the way out to Boston to meet with his character.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you should probably watch it.
I don't watch movies. I just know the trivia.
That makes 2 of us.
Apparently not that trivia.
Yeah, you might want to figure that one out.
I also don't watch movies, and I also don't know the trivia.
I mean, I'm with you, Chuck. I don't watch movies and I don't know the trivia. So Will's actually ahead of us on these things.
Except I missed the trivia. So
I was going to say,
it's not helpful.
On these things, Will is ahead of you. What he's not ahead of you in is strikes. Well, that's not true. I guess it depends on how you want to look at it. He is 1 strike ahead. He has more strikes than the other 2. It is 0 to 1. We move on. Rowan, which word describes both the outer part of a tree trunk and the noise a dog makes?
Bark.
That's correct. Chuck, who writes novels featuring the character Professor Robert Langdon?
Brown.
Correct. Will, who became U.S. president after Abraham Lincoln was assassinated?
Andrew Johnson.
That is correct. Rowan, in chickens and turkeys, what is the common name for the furcula bone?
Wishbone?
That is correct. Chuck, which U.S. state was the site of the first atomic bomb test?
New Mexico?
That is correct. Will, according to the nursery rhyme, whose little lamb had his fleece as white as snow?
Mary.
That is correct. Rowan, who co-wrote and starred in the Austin Powers movies?
Myers?
That is correct. Chuck, which U.S. state is nicknamed the Badger State?
Wisconsin.
That is correct. Will, in poker, what is the term for a hand containing any 5 cards of the same suit?
I mean, it's a good one, but a flush.
That is correct. Rowan, in the movie Babe, which type of farm animal was the title character?
Pig.
That is correct. Chuck, which band released the 2008 album Chinese Democracy?
Oh, Guns N' Roses.
That is correct. Will, since 1924, which department store has presented New York's annual Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Macy's.
That is correct. Rowan, in what year did the Space Shuttle Challenger explode?
1986.
That is correct. Chuck, which type of animal is commonly called a chimp?
Chimpanzee.
Correct. Will, which NFL franchise was once known as the Pirates from 1933 to 1940?
I don't know, but I'm going to say Steelers.
Steelers is correct. Rowan, how many sides does a parallelogram have?
4.
That is correct. Chuck, the cheerleaders for which NFL team are called the Gold Rush?
The 49ers.
That is correct. Will, in the classic party game, what do children pin on a donkey?
The tail.
That is correct. Rowan, in which series of books is the Three Broomsticks Inn and Pub found?
Harry Potter.
That is correct. Chuck, which singer performs the song It's Still Rock and Roll to Me and River of Dreams?
My favorite, Billy Joel.
That is correct on both counts. Will, from 1995 to 2015, who played the character M in the James Bond movies?
Judi Dench.
That is correct. Rowan, the name of which instrument also means paperclip in French?
Trombone.
That is correct. Chuck, which sport includes scoring systems known as match play and stroke play?
Golf.
That is correct. Will, to which continent are guinea pigs native?
South America.
That is correct. Rowan, which Brazilian city is overlooked by Sugarloaf Mountain?
Rio de Janeiro.
That is correct. Chuck, which river forms much of the border between Texas and Mexico?
The Rio Grande.
That is correct. Will, which legendary figure is also known by the name Kris Kringle?
Santa Claus.
That is correct. Rowan, until 1998, which pop group included Jerry Halliwell?
Spice Girls.
That is correct. Chuck, the capital of which country is Pyongyang?
North Korea.
That is correct. Will, in which sport is the term half Nelson used?
Wrestling.
That is correct. Rowan, which family of musical instruments includes the tuba?
Brass.
That is correct. Chuck, which two U.S. states don't share a land border with another U.S. state?
Alaska and Hawaii.
That is correct. Will, which phrase was used to refer to the rivalry between the U.S. and USSR to reach the moon?
The space race.
That is correct. Rowan, on smartphones, what is the common abbreviation for application?
App.
That is correct. Chuck, which David Bowie song opens with the lyric, Ground Control to Major Tom?
Space Oddity.
That is correct. Will, which implement is normally used to play a violin?
A bow.
That is correct. Rowan, in which field of literature is the Randolph Caldecott Medal awarded?
Picture books.
Can you be more specific?
Illustrations in books for the artwork done in the books.
God, I hate this.
It's like illustrated children's books.
Illustrated children's books is correct.
There you go.
Got there.
Yeah.
Chuck, which Broadway musical features the Ozdust Ballroom?
Wicked.
That is correct. Will, which square in Manhattan is named after a newspaper?
Times Square.
That is correct. Rowan, which 1990 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was remade in 2012 starring Colin Farrell?
Total Recall?
That is correct.
Wow,
Chuck,
nice get.
what is the name of the NBA franchise in Minnesota?
The Wolves. Timberwolves.
That is correct. Will, in which language does mahalo mean thank you?
Hawaiian.
That is correct. Rowan, through which process do plants convert light into chemical energy?
Photosynthesis.
That is correct. Chuck, which Pennsylvania city is the setting for the U.S. version of the television series The Office?
Scranton.
That is correct. Will, in the Star Trek franchise, on which planet was Spock born?
Vulcan.
That is correct. Rowan, what color is the star on the flag of Cuba?
White.
White is correct.
Making me sweat there.
So many questions. All right. Chuck, the capital of which U.S. state is Cheyenne?
Wyoming.
That is correct. Will, which is the only chemical element that has the exact same name as a planet?
Oh, God. Mercury.
That is correct.
I almost said Krypton, being like, what? Okay, keep going.
Yeah, Krypton is not correct.
You didn't say real planet.
You didn't say real planet.
That is fair. Oh, all right. Rowan, you did so well the last time. On the national flag of Japan, what color is the circle?
That's red.
That is correct. Chuck, which Italian red wine shares its name with a Tuscan mountain range?
Chianti.
Chianti is correct. Will, how many horsemen of the apocalypse are in the King James Bible?
I'm going to guess 4.
That is correct. Rowan, which military title is held by the current international leader of the Salvation Army?
General?
That is correct. Chuck, which Indiana Jones movie is primarily set in India?
The Temple of Doom.
That is correct. Will, in which sport did Martina Hingis spend 209 weeks ranked as the best female player in the world?
Tennis.
That is correct. Rowan, since 1897, in which U.S. city is the world's oldest annual marathon held?
Boston.
Boston is correct. Chuck, the mascot of the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow, which type of animal was Misha?
Was it a bear?
A bear is correct. Will, in which city is the Dome of the Rock located?
Jerusalem.
That is correct. Rowan, how many times was actress Elizabeth Taylor married?
7.
7 is not correct.
It's 8, isn't it?
It is
8 marriages
times.
to 7 different people.
That
Oh.
is correct. Yep, you got them backwards. All right. Finally, we have another miss. We went.
Good run, team.
Oh man, we went many questions. Chuck, how many times was Michael Jackson married?
0?
That is incorrect. He was married twice to once to Lisa Marie Presley and once to Debbie Rowe.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot about Debbie Rowe.
All right, that is 1 strike apiece. We move on. It is anybody's game. Will, which scandal resulted in Gerald Ford becoming U.S. president?
Watergate.
That is correct. Rowan, in most cars with a manual transmission, what is the name of the pedal push to shift gears?
Clutch.
That is correct. Chuck, in the King James Bible, which book tells the story of Adam and Eve?
Genesis.
That is correct. Will, which science fiction movie franchise included the prequel Prometheus?
Alien.
That is correct. Rowan, according to the song, who does Adam Levine claim to have moves like?
Jagger.
That is correct. Chuck, in which country is the region of Andalusia?
Spain.
That is correct. Will, which desert covers 1/4 of Africa?
Sahara.
That is correct. Rowan, which U.S. government body is known by the acronym SCOTUS?
Supreme Court of the United States.
That is correct. Chuck, which genre of music is Randy Travis best known for performing?
Country.
That is correct. Will, which muscle of the upper arm has a name meaning 3 heads?
Triceps.
That is correct. Rowan, which type of orchard is named after the title of a play by Anton Chekhov?
Cherry orchard.
That is correct. Chuck, the name of which type of dwelling comes from the Inuit word for house?
Igloo.
That is correct. Will, on which ocean does Mozambique have a coastline?
India.
That is correct.
Or
Rowan,
Indian.
yeah, both of those is fine. Rowan, what is the common term for the medical ailment synchronous diaphragmatic flutter?
Hiccups.
That is correct. Chuck, which 2 gulfs are connected by the Strait of Hormuz?
Arabian and the Gulf of Aden.
Neither of those is correct, unfortunately. The correct answer is the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman.
No.
Unfortunately, Chuck, that is your second strike. Thank you so much for being on the game. I'm getting scared because we're running out of questions that I have prepared for this recording session. Will, Don Giovanni and which other Mozart opera are set in Seville, Spain?
The Marriage of Figaro.
That is correct. Rowan, in Indian cuisine, which type of food is described by the term aloo?
Potatoes.
Potatoes is correct. Will, from which country are the pop groups Ace of Base and Roxette?
God, are they Swedish?
They are Swedish. Rowan, played by Clint Eastwood, which classic car is the prized possession of the movie character Walt Kowalski?
Did you say played by Clint Eastwood?
That question was weird.
Okay. Played by Clint Eastwood, Walt Kowalski's prized possession is which classic car?
I don't even know where to start with this one. Cruiser.
A cruiser is not correct.
Is this Gran Torino?
Gran Torino, a Ford Gran Torino is the correct answer.
Okay. That is a Clint Eastwood movie. Got it.
Yeah. All right. That is your second strike, Rowan, which means that Will needs to get this next question correct in order to win the game. Will, which type of buildings are studied in ecclesiology?
Churches.
Churches is correct. Will Gilbert is your winner of season 11 of Trivial Warfare Blitz. Congratulations.
Well
Nice
done.
job, Will.
Thank you.
That's a year in the making. All right, season 11 of Trivial Warfare Blitz is now in the can. Thank you all so much for listening and participating. Thank you very much to Tim and Cheyenne and Jonathan for letting me come on and finish up this season. We will let you know about season 12 as soon as we find out something about it. Stay tuned to this channel and to the Trivial Warfare Army on Facebook in order to figure it out. But in the meantime, if you'd like to be on season 12, you'll need to be a lieutenant in the Trivial Warfare Army. So head on over to patreon.com/TWA, sign up, and we will get you on as soon as we can. Until then, this is Nick Grove signing off for the OMG Network. For Tim and Cheyenne, for Chuck, for Will, and for Rowan, we'll see you next time.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Blitz. You can learn more about the show or join our trivia community at trivialwarfare.com. And be sure to find us on your favorite social media channels at Trivial Warfare.